How's it going, everybody? We are back once again with our sales update. We are trying to revitalize an eBay store that's over 20 years old that was either dead or dying. We are currently listing 5 items a day, trying to sell 5 items a day, and that's exactly what we have done over the last 24 hours. We're actually listing 5 clothing items a day. We had 3 clothing sales, and then we had 2 other sales of items that we had stocked our store with. I'm going to give you the breakdown, but before we get any further, I want to welcome you to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is move 10,000 people from stupidly broken to fully free in soul and heart and mind and strength and wallet. So please hit that like, hit that subscribe. My name is Craig. All right, so here's a breakdown. First of the non-clothing stuff. First was this best teacher ever. I don't know if it was like a cooler type of thing or something like that. It was like a teacher gift that was given to my wife, and she just didn't really have any use for it. And so before she used it a little bit, we're just like, you know what, let's just list it instead. And I think that sold for $10 plus shipping. So again, sorry if you were the one who gifted that to her, but we're constantly decluttering. All right, second thing over here is a Furby. Now, this Furby is a complete failure of a purchase on my part. When I first started revitalizing the store, I started with CDs, DVDs, and like toys and games was the other thing, because I kind of knew that well. Anyway, I thought I'd comped out this Furby well, but he just did not move at all. And I think he sold for like $2 plus shipping. So we'll take a loss on that one, but that's okay. We're moving on, and I'm getting rid of bulky stuff. I was actually able to get rid of an entire downsize, like one entire tote. I had 5 eBay totes. Now we're down to 4 eBay totes of non-clothing items. So we're going to keep on trying to break those things down. All right. Now the 3 clothing sales, these have all been listed over the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so. With this Collars & Co. shirt, you can see that here. Collars & Co., some of these online brands. Untuck, it's another one that we've been doing well with. Keep your eyes open for things that have been on like Shark Tank and other things like that. All right, next we had these Nike shorts. These are actually like running shorts, and we had a lot of interest in them. Nike Trail, you can see there. We had a lot of interest in them. We finally ended up settling on an offer, I think around $35 plus shipping. But again, I was in those for like $10 or less. That was pretty good. And then we had this Peter Millar t-shirt. You can see now Peter Millar is known for their like clothing. So I was kind of surprised. I still scanned it because I knew the brand. But I was surprised that the comps on Peter Millar t-shirts were actually really good, especially if you're getting in at like the $5 range or less. And so this one, we took an offer for 18 plus shipping. So like about $24 all in, something like that, 24, 25 all in. And we paid $5 for it. So we'll triple our money on this, all said and done. So I'm pretty happy about that. I have promised you, and maybe we'll still do a longer video, but let's actually go over so you can see. We're getting closer to getting this all set up. Of course, these are all the sports cards over here. We're going to have to do another massive project of downsizing and bulk listing of those. But you can see we've got all of our clothing items now are in here, and they're not set numbers. So the first number we have available is 3 because we already sold 1 and 2, and some of my tags fell off, but you get the picture. And then at the end of each week, all I'm going to do is just shift everything up. That way we won't have to, have dead boxes, and I'm not going to be reusing numbers or anything like that. Whatever's the lowest number is the slowest selling item. And so I can see, like right now, okay, I got this. It's a Boston Celtics starter shirt. So why is that important? Well, it's going to help me learn very quickly what is and what isn't selling. So I present stuff to you based on comps and all these other things. But I want to know, right? Like I want to know. I don't want to keep buying the same things over and over again just because the comps look good if I'm not actually able to sell them. And then after a while, I can come down and I can say, okay, well, what do I need to do? Is it bad pictures, bad price? Did I miss some item specifics? And so that's what we have here. So right now we've got 3 full shelves worth. That takes us to about 180. So then this will bring us up to about 180 numbered, but probably about 150 items because we've sold stuff as we go from here. So this shelf all in total would be able to hold another 80, 200, and then eventually we can convert this shelf and get another. So we should be able to handle about 500 clothing items between these 2 shelves. And so this is why it's important for me to keep blowing out the other stuff, even like sports cards. This is like a tote. That's one of my eBay totes. I got a couple more that are out in the living room. But this is the basic breakdown and how we're able to quickly find. There's no searching. I don't lose items, and a lot of times I hear all these stories. I can just tell you that in the last couple of years, of, I had a numbering system for sports cards, and I just don't lose items because they always just go in the same exact spot. And by doing this system, if it is out of place a little bit, it's usually only out of place by like one or two. I don't have to be going all over the place. Now, I do have a few older pieces of inventory I need to get converted over to this new system. And some of those are going to come with getting new pictures and everything as well. Anyway, but just to give you a little picture, this is how we're trying to do this. This is the stack of clothing. Of course, some of these were in that video that I posted this morning, so make sure you go check it out. The $100 Michael Jordan shirt that we picked up yesterday. This is the current box that's being loaded and filled as we go. So basically, I just have one box here. Then when it's filled, it goes on the shelf, and I pull out the next empty box. And I have more empty boxes ready to make as we go along there as well. So this is the whole process, and this is what we're trying to do, is keep streamlining it. I know I had a little slow weekend in sales, but I'm still trying to actively think about moving to 6 items listed a day. The whole thing is, like, we did 3 items listing and selling a day, and then we kind of consistently were doing that. We moved to 4. Now we're moving to 5. I want to just see a couple more days of this. You can obviously see I have the inventory to do that. And so let's figure out how to keep pushing this, because the only way you can make more money, assuming you can't source better inventory, assuming you have the same type of inventory, the only way you can make more money on eBay is you got to keep listing more and more and more. And of course, with the holidays coming, and I know that sounds like really far away when it's only September, but the truth is, in the reselling business, you've got to be doing the work now. You do the work in September and October. That's what gives you the big sales in November and December. So that's what I want to be kind of pushing towards. And so I would not be surprised if we make this jump to selling or trying to list and sell 6 items a day here very soon. And I would hope that certainly by November, we will be up to 10 items a day. The ultimate goal, at least for short term, is to get to 20 items a day. But again, you have to do it in a way that's financially sustainable. I could do 2 days of 20 items, but then I would be out of money and out of listings. So we're trying to build this sustainably. I'm trying to spend a little bit more. Last week I spent about 170. This week we spent about 250, right? So I'm trying to keep slowly ramping up, reinvesting the profits as we build the store, because I don't want to build just a flash in the pan store. I want to build a juggernaut store that's going to last for a long, long time. And I can tell you, I'm regularly only going to 5 thrift stores out of about 50 in my area. So the opportunity to find more great stuff is 100% out there, but due to time and finances and needing to make income through other ways, that's the limitation right now. So the faster we can push things, even if it's a little bit uncomfortable, like trying to force 6 items out a day, that's like double what we were 2 weeks ago from 3 items a day. So I don't get on myself for slow progress or small steps forward. Steps forward are steps forward. And so that's what we're going to keep pushing towards as we keep moving things out. And so anyway, that's the overview of what we have. So I definitely appreciate you guys. Thank you, especially to all the channel members. And we're going to get the Patreon re-going here soon too, because you guys help support this channel and give me the opportunity to make these videos. Because I'm out here not saying I'm an expert, but I'm just out here to help you guys. If you're trying to figure this stuff out in real time, my successes, my failures, and all those things, trying to be completely open and honest with you. And so I hope this is helpful. Let me know how else I can help you, especially when it comes to like organizing your systems and stuff. Let me know if you got questions about that down in the comments below.